Welcome back to the channel, guys. Welcome back to another tremendous video. We are here today to talk about this person next to me's favorite thing in the world, dadgum cryptocurrency.
Dadgum. That never gets old. Never gets old.
No, no, it does not. So, gentlemen, yet another interesting week in this space. And guys, I'm going to tell you, you better stick around to the end because Richie he's got oodles of new things to show. And it's going to be good. Guys, what are y'all watching in the space this week? Let me get a screen going here. Millionz, take it away.
How are you all doing? Good to see you all. It's been an interesting week, all in all. But as you said, there's much to talk about. I think I don't know. We can just sort of recap a few things and wait for a few people to join the stream because YouTube likes to start pushing it out once we go live. I think I'm running on X and YouTube at the moment. So yeah, DeFi haters. Fiat haters in the room. Good to see you, brother. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, it's been actually it's gone really fast this week. It feels like it was only a couple of days ago I was chatting to you lads, and
yeah,
it's gone so quick. Yeah, it's just been another week of living the life of a boss player, as you'd expect. Loads of family stuff, loads of stuff to do. Always out here in Mexico, so. It's been very nice. Loads of street food and tortas and tacos and you name it. And yeah, trying to stay on top of everything in crypto. But what have we got on the screen here? What's that? Let me just enlarge my screen because I need to see a little clearer.
So this is the SUI chart. This is on the daily intervals. Really like to keep these metrics on here when Tree launched, when SUIDEX launched, and really just want to kind of reinforce the upside that SUIDEX and the SUI ecosystem has to offer. Richie and Millionz, in this, it looks like SUI has flattened out and kind of is in a consolidation stage. That's February 6th since about February 5th. Wouldn't y'all say?
Wow.
For now, yeah, it's in that boring phase again.
Yeah,
we're in the boring. We had a little bit of a pump there though. It's like back above $1, and then down we go again. Because I was like,
yeah, everyone's getting excited, weren't they?
Yeah, last week we were all getting all excited. We thought everything was going to be going up. We were going to be, hitting some possible new milestones. But then no, rejection, and then back to this floor. About 80 cents, right? Yeah.
Yes, so that
looks bad, man. That looks really bad. Like that. Yeah. That looks like it could have a little dip down.
So the talk this week is where the hell is Bitcoin going to go? Ooh, look at that bad wick down there.
Yeah.
So, Richie, your chart that you drew on your lines is still holding intact.
I think so. I can check it again.
Here.
Let me have a look. Oh, I need to log in. I hate that when you haven't logged into an exchange for a while and you need to log in again. You need to put in your authenticator code. You need to put in your email. You need to check your email, get the code, send that code in. Man, but yeah, pretty much nonsense. Exactly. Hang on, let me find it. But yeah, charts essentially, holding exactly. But the chart's nothing special. It's just following the 4-year cycle, which is really boring actually, because it just means that we're living in a simulation. History's just repeating itself.
That's right.
Yeah,
exactly.
There's a lot of truth in that.
There is, yeah. There is. No, there's the code. Oh, and then the code. Okay, gotta be faster. The timer runs out. Yeah. Okay. There we go.
Ready?
Market. No, I'm finding it now. Futures. Okay. Ba-ba-bum. Yeah. Yeah, it's all, oh wow, it's like it didn't, it's annoying because even the, let me share this 1 second. Yeah, because even the my prediction of like a pump didn't play out, annoyingly.
Oh, really?
Well, not as, the pump was weak, wasn't it? Like we thought we were going to get like a big, juicy relief pump all the way up to like 80,000 was my idea. I'm sharing my screen, but you need, I think you need to.
Yeah, sorry. There you go.
Need to get it
there
up
we go.
there, sir. Yeah, see, because what I was thinking was that we were like, what I thought was we were going to get like this relief pump. We're going up to 75. I thought we were going to keep going up to like 80. And when you look at it like this, it doesn't seem that impossible, right, to get there.
Right.
When you move it to like an hourly, though, you can see where the rejection kind of came in here. So we're going up. Everything was great. My squiggly line said we were going to go here, but we went the complete opposite way. And now we're really flirting with falling because you just have this continuous line which we can't break out of, right? Like if you extend this line, no, that's where it needs to be above this 70k line, and it's not. So eventually we're just going to probably reject and roll over, and then the chart doesn't even go down there. But but it's probably what's going to happen.
There's the abyss.
Well, it's boredom and non-movement eventually has to topple down, right? Like here, we're moving. There was a pump, but then it got rejected. Then we hung around for about a week, and then it just kind of went down. We've done the same thing here. We were pumped up, we got rejected. We're hanging around at this base level again, probably for a week, and then historically, it says that we're gonna fall down there, just like we did here, back in the last cycle. Pump, down, back on this line, and then down we go, and then another time, then down we go, and then finally we hit the floor. But we're about, I think we have one more to go, so we are probably this one now. Possibly we're this one though, so hopefully just this, and then we have one more big fall, and then a really long, boring phase of, how long is that? Waiting for, how many weeks? 1 year, that was a whole year of like,
Oh, wow.
20K to 25. But that's fine, because if we go down to like the floor of the bear market and we have a whole year down there, then people start bringing out other protocols. Then like this is when like what would that be? 2022 to 2023. There was loads of printers out back then. Loads of different DeFi protocols came out where you could make money. And then as the market would start going up again, then they all became really profitable. So it's a great time actually for building in the bear market as well, and finding new protocols and then make money on them, So it's not all doom and gloom.
Yeah.
I just want to get,
absolutely.
there faster, man. I'm impatient.
Yeah, I know. It's the big money's made in the bear market. It's a case of just having the fortitude and the strength to get through it and stay focused on your plan. I mean, sometimes not doing anything is the best move. And for me, I'm personally, I'm definitely accumulating now. I'm not going full bag. I'm keeping some stables on the side because, as we've been discussing, if history does repeat itself in this instance, I want to have a little bit of dry powder. But
exactly,
what's that? Yeah,
this was when Solana hit $15.
Oh, right? Ouch! Yeah,
so
I should have bought more of that.
That's when everyone saw $15 Solana in 2023, right? Everyone thought, it's 2022, 2023. And everyone thought, oh my God, I know it's dead. It's never coming back. And then what did it hit in the bull? Like 200 and something? I think it's 250.
Yeah, it was up there, 250 or something.
So this is the opportunity zone, and we're getting there. Like this, within the next year, we're going to get this zone where definitely. But I'm the same as you, Millionz. Like I buy. This past couple of weeks have been a bit easier because I found some like more high risk things that I've been putting money into, as opposed to just buying altcoins. But same thing. Like I'm trying to continually just add to my bags, because I know that this is just going to turn around. And then that's when you start buying, you know, near the tops of things again, thinking I should have just had more conviction. I should have just gone for it. You know?
Yeah. I like to use the fear and greed index chart sometimes as an indicator in itself, because when you're down in that fear and extreme fear, I'm like, I'm a contrarian in most cases, in most areas of life. So for me, it's like if everyone's terrified right now, then that's the reason for me to be, you know, take the opportunity. So who's in the chat? I've seen loads of stuff coming up in the chat. So let's
see.
Go through some of the chat.
We got Fiat Hater in the chat.
Fiat Hater.
We got
yes, my friend.
Blue Chip Drip.
Blue Chip Drip.
PG Wealth Juggernaut.
Mr. Blue Chip. Nice guy.
Great to see you, brother.
Brett Prince in the house.
Big Brett.
We got one of the newest members of the SUIDEX community. Doug is in the house. Yeah.
Loading up Tree, SUIFARM Victory, and Bitcoin. Yeah, I mean, you know, I did a video actually a couple of days ago about SUIDEX. Was it yesterday? Maybe I dropped it yesterday. Yeah, it's just you know, really to outline is if I've got a bunch of tokens that I've got conviction in that I'm not planning on selling right now, and I have the opportunity to put them to work and use that to grow my bags rather than constantly having to put fresh capital in, well, that's exactly what I'm going to do. You know, so I don't care if they're assets I'm going to be holding anyway. They may as well be my little employees working 24/7 for me. So SUIDEX, you know, I've got a handful of stuff on SUIDEX that I'm not going to be selling anytime soon. So, and it's working round the clock, and I'm going to be using some of that to buy some more tree, and to get the NF trees when they come out. And you know, it's just like having a little band of employees constantly working around the clock. So blockchain money, yeah, definitely not missing the UK. No, you're absolutely correct. I'm not. Can you tell? Can you tell by my demeanor that I'm not missing the UK? You know,
UK man.
Yeah, that I mean, it's not a bit of me, mate. If I'm honest,
I was talking to my dad yesterday. But he's in Scotland, so my stepmom, she had a gallbladder infection or something about 2 months ago. So she painful, but then, you know, it's not life threatening, but like I guess it could be if you just leave it there for years. And she went to tried to get like a doctor through the NHS. So Peter, and I don't know if you know the NHS, it's like free healthcare for all people in the UK.
Yes.
But well, it sounds great, but she was told, well, finally she got an appointment about 2 weeks later. Then they told her, oh, we can get your gallbladder sorted, but it's going to take about 2 years of waiting list. So here's some pain medicine, and you can just wait for 2 years, or you can just go private, right? She went, oh, I don't want to wait 2 years. I'm going to go private. So went private. They said, okay, it'll be £10,000 to sort your gallbladder. So she went, okay. You know, my dad's not happy. That's the holiday done, you know. So no holiday this year for my dad. And then, so she gets it done. All fixed. They did it in about a week, but then now that's 2 months later, she's like covered in a rash. She's like shaking all the time, and like she thinks something's wrong, might be some kind of infection or something, right? So she goes back to the NHS, and they say, "Sorry, you went private. We can't help you anymore." So I feel like I'm going to die. Like I'm dying here. So they're like, "Sorry, we can't touch you. We're not allowed to do anything. So you need to go back to private." Like.
And bankrupt yourself, basically.
Exactly.
That is crazy. Yeah, I mean that's how it's getting now. I mean, people. I always makes me laugh when people say free healthcare, because as far as I'm aware, I've been paying national insurance since I was 16. So I've been paying for that stuff. You know, so you know, you get people that pay the whole life and never use it, but you're paying for other people. It's a socialist healthcare, which is why I'm not a fan of that sort of stuff. But they say it's free, but it's not free because you pay for it your whole life, whether you use it or not, and you can't opt out of it either. So you're kind of forced to pay for it. And then when you do need it, you get told it's 2 years to wait, or you have to go and pay 10 grand. That's a standard thing that's happening right now, and it's actually becoming like almost it's going towards where Canada is, where they're like, we can't help you, but we can kill you. You can commit suicide, you know, legally now. So why don't you just kill yourself? And they've got this thing called MAID in Canada. I've got some Canadian buddies, and it's true. It's actually true. They're like, well, we can't help you. You've been paying for this system your whole life. Now you need it. We can't really do anything for you. The waiting list's too long. Why don't you kill yourself? And it's a genuine option that they're given to people now to kill themselves. So,
stop being so selfish. Just kill yourself.
Yeah, just kill yourself. You know. So it looks as though that's where the NHS is going. Like, for example, I don't know what it's like where you guys are, but in Mexico, for example, our doctors are on WhatsApp. We just WhatsApp our doctor, and you know, if we need anything or for anything, and they'll come to the apartment or whatever. If we don't want to go to the office, they'll come. You pay a nominal amount for a checkup or whatever. I mean, we've got a little man here, gets the occasional checkup, obviously, and they just come to the apartment, and you know, and we're best friends with our some of our medical team, because little man was born here in 2023, and we go out for dinner and drinks with them, and they're awesome. And it's like, people don't understand like how crazy that is. Like, they just can't comprehend it. In the UK, it's just such a sterile, like, you know, experience, and it's not free either. I hate it when people say free. It's just like, it's not. It's just like
nothing is free. Nothing.
No, it's coming from somewhere. So yeah.
I mean, we could complain about the UK all stream here, but you probably get bored. But it is a absolute shit show, like in so many levels.
Yeah, for real.
On the UK
but I can tell you this: what is not a shit show is the money printers that we have been talking about between last week and this week. They have all been doing their thing right on schedule.
Yeah, which one you want to talk about?
Oh yeah,
which printer would you like to talk about?
Well, my son is going fishing tonight, and he said, you know, Dad, I've got a lure that's going to go down to a new depth tonight. And I was like, well, you know, son, I'm going to be talking about depth tonight too. He was like, really? I was like, yeah. It's like, it's in the abyss. He was like, am I?
Wow. It's a big fish down there.
So this is, let's talk about the G Blue chart.
Okay.
And this has had some very healthy pullbacks and some very healthy gains as well. So all three of us are in this. And, you know, back here when it was down to in the $4 range, I know, Richie, you like to always get the ruler out. And if you would have bought back then, you'd be up 91.34% on your money. So, yeah, not a bad little gig there, you know?
That's without the daily yield as well, the daily printing. So,
yeah. Richie, did you catch his live this week?
No, but I was talking to Darren about it beforehand, because he wanted to add something to to depth, which is building on what they were doing with the leaderboard they had, the draw before that they had, like the raffle draw thing. So we were talking back and forth, and I'm looking at it now, so it looks pretty good. Nothing for our tier yet though, but it does make me tempted to make a new account and then play in the draw.
Yeah. So what I did earlier this week, and he actually offered another bond earlier, is this dip here was was from the bonds. So that's the depth chart is actually working out really good too. The abyssal tier, it actually it's still above $100 a day paying out. So I'm
107.
Yeah. So I'm still glad that that I did what I did when I did it, you know?
Yeah. So for me, like, so last week, if we take out the chart actually, so like, because I was looking at this, so last week I sold, because I didn't buy any depth to enter last week to go down another tier, but I sold the G Blue into depth around about the 40 cent to 50 cent range, somewhere about that. And then since then, so we go from like 45 cents, we're down 36%, right? over those last 5 days, right? But then what I've been doing is, because my plan is to buy back into GBlue
Yeah.
to build up my position there again. But for
What's your
now,
price range? What's your buying on G Blue?
I haven't started buying in yet, because I thought, well, I thought once you see like a big pump like depth had, like it did have, like, then you know that the big dip's going to be coming as well. Like, that's just the way it works, right?
Yeah.
Especially because in the bear market, there's only so many buyers that we're going to be able to find in each cycle, right? And there'll be smaller cycles, but it's like you need to get a new wave of interest, and it's a tough game, right? So big pump, huge pump, all the way, basically continuous pump from 16 cents all the way up to the 50 cents, 55 cents. So now there's the cool off. So I'm thinking, like, how long is this cool off going to go? And while it's just continuing to show like the momentum, right, is currently going down, I'm like, okay, I'm going to put it into USDC. So I've been pulling into USDC with the plan that eventually, like, that's looking at depth, but then depths and GBlue kind of work in the same. They're working pretty much the same, right?
Yeah.
But buying GBlue is there's no tax on buying GBlue, right?
Right.
Yeah. So now I'm just watching GBlue now and thinking, okay, so if it can kind of hit that $7, I'd be maybe thinking about that. That's maybe when to enter. And then just start buying on my position. So looking up that, actually, because I sold the GBlue into depth when it was like $10. Now it's come down to like $8 now. But then the depth has gone down in value. But I was making way more with the depth token than I was with the GBlue token. GBlue was what, like $12 to $15 a day, but then with the depth, earned depth, I'm making $100 plus a day. So it's like 5 times more earning. So I think over time it's going to even out very nicely, and I'm going to be able to buy back my whole position.
Yeah, I've only got about 14 days left, and I'll be zeroed out on what I spent on the LP, and I'll have dollar wise back into the GBlue LP. But on this, basically, I can go ahead. I mean, we talked about this last week when let's see, today's the 2nd. When we were talking last week, there was a dip, and when depth dips like this, that's when people take advantage of upgrading their NFT, and that's when they try to go deeper into it.
Yeah, and like, say we wanted to update, if we wanted to upgrade now, would be last week we were saying it was going to be what, like $10,000 to $12,000. Now it's 6,500. Yeah, so we could actually upgrade for half the price that we could have upgraded. Well, not half, but almost half that we could have upgraded last week, which is quite nice.
Yeah, it's about somewhere around a $700, $750 discount as opposed to last week.
I think it's more because the prices come
You're
down.
right, it is more. Yes.
Yeah. I think it's about $5,000 roughly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
We'll see. There's still a long way to go, though. Like, for example, looking at my activity log, I don't know how the dollars are summed up here, but it says I've spent $6,200 in the ecosystem. But I don't know if that's tracking the depth historically on the price that it is at right now. Sorry, if it's tracking the price right now or the price of when I made the buys. I'm not sure.
So reading the docs, the way the activity log tracks it is your numbers are based on what the price depth was at the time you did that action.
Okay, good. So I've spent $6,200 on depth. I've claimed $1,727, right? So that's so I've bought a total of 16,800 depth so far.
Yeah.
Which means I'm down net position would be negative by 4,500. So the whole game is like, people can say, oh, but he's got a big position and he's going to be printing loads and like, he's in profit, but I'm only small and I don't have enough, profit. But the game is that if you want to earn in this, you need to show conviction. You need to buy in with large amounts of capital, know that you're going to be net negative for a while, and slowly grind to being net positive. Whereabouts are you, Peter? Because you went deeper like a week or so.
Yeah,
before
see,
me.
I went in earlier, and mine was my total spent was 45.15.
Okay. 45.15. Oh,
Yeah, $4,515.
1,000.
No, 4,000.
Oh, 4,000. Okay. Yeah, so you got
Yeah.
30% cheaper.
Yeah,
Damn,
so so my net position
Yeah.
is negative 2,367.54.
There we go. See. Yeah.
Yeah, Peter moved with some conviction. He was like,
did.
I'm just doing it now. I'm doing it now. I'm
Yeah,
not
he
waiting. Time waits for no man. I'm doing it now. I
So
mean,
we
I
say in
can't
this
remember
house,
what day.
we did it right now. Right now.
Right near. Yeah. Yeah. You was like straight into action. You was like the A team just bursting into action. But I remember I was at the park with little man when Peter called me and it was like, what day was that? Something was happening with depth or something. And he was on the phone and I've got little man. He's on like the little carousel thing and I'm pushing him around on it and whatever. And Peter's like, it's gone up in price. It's going up. And so there's nothing I can do right now.
Yeah,
my
that's
hands
right.
I'm
Yeah, Mrs. Millions was on a call and you were trapped. You were like, I can't do anything about it. And
yeah.
Richie was headbutting the wall. It was horrible.
Yeah. And you're saying, if you'd have got in 10 minutes ago, you'd have got this percentage of discount. I'm like, bro, there's absolutely nothing I can do right now except for like pull the remainder of my hair out. So it's like,
It's brilliant. I just imagine you in the park with your kid holding your laptop, like smashing it on the slide.
Sweating. Like,
oh, man.
But yeah, it worked out right in the end. But I got my position. I liquidated around 1,500 from my G Blue position to get the Bathial tier down to the Bathial tier, and I'm paying back around $30 a day back into the position. I'm trying to take my emotions out of it. I'm just gonna do 30 a day, and I'm not gonna try and time it. And which I mean, it probably taking it into stables is probably you're gonna get more value by doing that. But for me, I'm just like I've just set up a daily thing where I'm just doing $30, every single day back into the LP, and I'm about 25% or so repaid. So I could speed that up a little bit if I want, but just because the way the market is at the moment, I'm just taking my time and just building it back up. I mean, I've got a fairly good G Blue ETH LP position anyway over 2 accounts. So I'm earning, on that anyway. So I'm just trying to rebuild my full position. So I would say in the next sort of month or so, 5 to 6 weeks, I should be back firing all cylinders in the LP and depth. And then at that point, unless there's any major discounts in the meantime, then I'll look at going to where you guys are at in the Abyssal tier.
So there's this new draw area. I'll share it here and all because
Yeah, go
basically what I was doing was I was talking to Aaron and he was mentioning before I had I still have it's an NFT collection, but it's on Polygon and Polygon sucks and our whole treasury got wiped by Paca and Dex bonds. So it's on pause basically right now because like DeFi just got completely the whole idea for the collection is to fully pay off everyone who bought the NFTs, but I was getting kind of burned out trying to manage all the LPs. So it's like, it's okay, I'm going to use Paca and I'll use Dex bonds and I'll put most of the capital in there. Paca's frozen and Dex bonds has been hit by serious and permanent loss that we were talking about last week. So for the NFT payouts, it's a bit paused at the moment, but they'll come back. But the whole idea for the NFTs was that to encourage more people to mint them, they were 0.1 ETH for each NFT. And what we did was we had a lottery, kind of like a draw idea for a lottery where if you bought tickets, you might win an NFT. But if you bought tickets up to 0.1 ETH of value, you just get an NFT anyway. So essentially you're encouraged to DCA into getting the NFT. So everyone wins, right? Is the whole idea.
Oh yeah, this is the same concept that you had, right?
yeah, so we were talking about that, and he was saying, "Oh, do you remember how it works?" So then we were talking back and forth about it, and he was, because I was saying to him, and he kind of agrees, but you know, Aaron's his own mad genius, right? So he's always going to go with what he thinks is best. But I was saying to him that one of the most attractive things I think for depth is the amount of people that are onboarded in, but necessarily might not want to put money into it. Like the leaderboard barely loads anymore because it's so massive, right? Have you noticed that? There's like 10,000, more than 10,000 users on this. Here we go. So there's 10,900 people in shallows, and the whole game, I think, for depth at the moment is trying to get these shallows into reef, right? So the higher percentage we see in reef means that people are actually spending money to use the platform. They're burning depth token to get into these next tiers. And then, of course, from there, you want to try to get the reef 265 people into sunlit. So the way the draw works at the moment, I'm not sure which tiers he's chosen. It looks like, yeah, there's shallows into reef, and reef into sunlit, and sunlit into twilight, twilight into midnight, midnight into bathyal. And the way that this works is, so say if you opened a new NFT, anyone can do it. You just go to the vault, open up on a new wallet. I think you spend 150 depth to open up a new vault, right? You then come into the draw. So if you opened your vault, what is it? Shallows is the one you'd get, right? If you pay 150 depth, you get a shallows NFT, right? Then all you do is you come in here and you go into this system for the rounds. You would enter the raffle with 5 depth, and you can put there's 25 per round, and if you win the draw, you automatically get upgraded to reef. If you don't win, your buy-in remains for your upgrade, which means it's actually adding to eventually how much you need to pay in to upgrade to the next tier, if I'm making sense here. So it's a way to DCA into upgrading your vault without having to drop the whole bag in one go. And you might win the upgrade anyway and get it for cheaper, is the way that this is working. Unfortunately for me, like we're all Bathyal and above, right? So there's no round for us. But if we, for example, opened a second account, then we could play the upgrade game to get up. So the whole aim for this is not really for us, because we've already dropped the bag, right? We already dropped a massive bag into this protocol. So at the moment, this draw isn't for us. The whole aim is to try and convince and persuade all of the other leaderboard lower tiers to continue to go deeper, to continue to buy and burn depth token, with the idea that they might get lucky and get a cheaper upgrade, or if they don't and they're really unlucky and they could do all raffle buys all the way up to the value of a vault, of a real vault deposit to go lower, then they just get it automatically anyway. So that's how the draw section works. But it's about, like, I'd like to try it actually. So it says, yeah, buy entries, 1 round, 1 winner, 1 guaranteed fallback. So everybody wins essentially, right? So buy entry, you buy 5 depth each, maximum 25 per round. So 5 depth a ticket, you can get 5 tickets per round. When 25 entries are sold, a winner is drawn. The winner gets a free tier upgrade at no extra cost. If you didn't win, your entries still count towards a guaranteed upgrade after 25 lifetime entries. Nice. But it's a bit confusing here on the right. What do you think? Like it says like active draws.
So if I understood him correctly on his live the other day, you apparently buy a ticket per round, and whenever the round finishes, it gives out a winner.
Okay. Yeah. For all the tiers mentioned, right?
Yep. And for everybody who's watching that is in the SUIDEX ecosystem, there is a 500,000 tree giveaway at FOMOSUI.com. You can pick the tree pool. It's a 2-hour countdown timer. And one winner will get 50% of the pool, and then another winner will get 35%, and last place will get 15%.
Oh yeah. On FOMO.
Yes.
You liking the FOMO, huh?
Oh yeah. We did a small victory token giveaway this week, Richie.
Ah, nice. Nice. So that's depth covered. What other projects you wanna chat about? What else you guys in?
Oh, just before we move on from Dev, just a final mention in the AMA. They burnt like 50,000 depth, and they're gonna burn 50,000 depth every week.
Wow.
Until, weekly until 800,000 depth is burned.
Yeah,
it's a lot. 800,000.
So yeah, that's
$200,000.
So what's 50,000? Yeah.
This is almost $300,000. Aaron's just giving his money away.
That is wild.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
but I mean that's
so,
why you.
I don't know.
Like, this is like, you know, you have a quality dev with a honest project. Everything is on chain. Everything's there. Everyone can check it. It's all just. I think it's all the game for me is completely just must always 100% about convincing these 10,000 users to start using the protocol, you know, to start playing inside it. That's the big challenge, especially in a bear market, because we know that in all of these platforms we can find 500 investors, right, who are going to be using the platform, possibly telling other people about it. But where are the 10,000, 20,000 people that generally used to be in DeFi? That are not at the moment really around in DeFi. We need to find them, need to hunt them, need to convince them, persuade them to take the risk once again in DeFi, because a lot of people got burned in DeFi, right? That's the whole thing. That's why.
Yeah.
I mean, even today, you look at CoinGecko. There's a coin called Little Pepe, which is trending. I saw it this morning for me, right? It was top 10. It was a top 10 crypto. It's currently top 42.
What's the ticker?
If you just go to CoinGecko, right? Go to CoinGecko. This is why crypto's just a lot of people are off it because this nonsense. So if you go to CoinGecko, you're going to see top trending coin, Little Pepe. You don't see it. That's weird. Oh, there it is. Top gainer, Little Pepe, up there, right?
Good God.
And I saw it this morning because it was above.
I mean,
it was above. It was above Dogecoin in market cap, right?
Where'd it go?
Wow.
Exactly. It's a scam, right? It's a complete scam coin. So what happened was it's one of these scam launches where they say you buy it on a bonding curve. There's loads of them, right? There was Pepe AI, Little Pepe, Doge AI.
Look, now it's inactive. It's inactive and is deactivated.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, Little Pepe has been inactive and deactivated. You may find blah, blah, blah. So essentially, it managed somehow to get itself top 10 in market cap, above Tron, above Dogecoin, above Cardano, right? On CoinGecko this morning, which means all these people looking at CoinGecko are like, oh my God, what's this coin? It just launched. It's gone up 100 million%. I'm going to buy it. They go on to CoinGecko, they click on it, they buy it, and then, of course, all their money's gone. Like, this is what happens continuously in crypto and DeFi. So because so many people have been burned, it's like, how do we manage to get, take 5% of those 10,000 people and convince them to rejoin into DeFi? Then you're already really getting somewhere nice with it. That's the goal. That's the goal. Must be.
Yeah. So I like to just continuously shout out honest, decent devs, who've got their faces out there, who you can contact on Telegram, X, anywhere, anything like that. They're on the live streams every week. It's so important to really put the main focus on solid devs, because this place is full of scumbags and sharks and parasites. So I just I think it's so important for me. I like to do like 90% of my content on devs that are actually they're out there and doing the good work for DeFi rather than yeah, there's a lot of scumbags out there, unfortunately, and it's the way it is, right?
True, it is. It's the way it is. Unfortunately, I can talk about a bit about SUIDEX if you want. So
Yeah, man.
this week, I'm pushing the devs to get the airdrop sorted for the SUIDEX airdrop. This is really I was shocked, right? So basically, he gave me a list finally of 50 wallets that he said were the leaderboard for the trade competition for SUIDEX, right? So I said, okay, I'll start organizing the send. But I said before I send, because I already gave him a list of like 5 bots that I know that exist on Sui that have engaged. They engage everywhere, but they have engaged with SUIDEX. So I thought, okay, I'm going to check the other wallets. So I started going through this list of 50 wallets. How many of the list of 50 wallets did I find in the top 50 trading on SUIDEX? And like all these bots were trading all across Sui. How many of the 50 were bots by volume? More than 50% of the top 50 wallets were bots. Incredible, right? I was like, no way. So, and I got halfway through. I was like, mate, this is taking me like 4 hours, because I'll show you what I do actually if you want. This is like, I was shocked because it's not just SUIDEX, right? This means that the whole of Sui is kind of like dead internet theory, right? You know, like nothing's real.
Yeah.
Like, so, this one. So this is the moment. So this is the top. Leaderboard top 50. So say we come down to like one of these, right? Probably just take a random one. This one here. It says he's done total score of this. His volume. He's had 1,540 trades. Oh no, this is not the right one. Hang on, let me find the right one. Wait a second. Get the newer one. So I pulled up a wallet from his sheet, and I said, okay, so what's yeah, for example here. No, wrong one. See, when I work on 2 computers, I'm all over the place.
2 screens or 2 computers?
2 computer. Oh, yesterday I had to travel to Shanghai, so I was using my laptop to figure out the airdrop problem, and then I need to move back to my normal computer. Which here we go. Yeah, so it said like he gave me this thing. I said found more bots than top 50, lots more. Still looking, so I'll add them till I'm done. Right. So these for example are some bots that I found. This took like 3 hours of bot searching. So we take this is for example this is one in the top 50. So we take that one, right? We go to SUIScan, right? Go to SUIScan and then we just drop the wallet in and we say, okay, is this a bot, right? You find his wallet and you see what he's doing, right? Okay, so he has a bunch of tokens. Fair enough, everyone has a bunch of tokens. He's only got $5 in his account though, right? You come to activity and you see like, what is this guy doing, right? He has trades 1 minute, 4 minute, 7 minute, 9 minute, 14 minute, 15 minute. So he's trading essentially every couple of minutes. And then you think, okay, what kind of trades is this guy making? So then you come and you see like here, deposit, withdraw, swap, right? So you click on that. Think like, what is this guy doing? He's taking 50 SUI out of DeepBook Core. He's depositing it. He's then pulling out, and then he's coming back onto DeepBook. He's going in here, out there, in there, out there, and coming out the other end with $50.01, right? So he's made 1 cent. He's done this in under like one second, probably milliseconds, right? Milliseconds. Which human being would in one transaction go through 4 different dexes, then come out with 1 cent in the space of like under a second, right? It's clearly a bot, right? So it's okay, that's a bot. Go into the next one. Like, okay, what's he doing? Oh, it's a bot. It's a bot. It's a bot. And this isn't touching SUIDEX, right? This is just Sui. So I think if I find like the top 50 traders in SUIDEX and more than half of them are actually bots, then that means that half of the trading activity on Sui is probably bots, right? So like if you go to DeFi Llama and then you say, you know, what's happening on Sui today? The problem is that they say that the volume on Sui today is going to be, the DEX volume today was $61 million, right? They say it was on Sui today. But actually, if more than half of the activity on Sui is bots, that's only 30 million of activity, maybe less, right? And the reason that Sui is so rife with bots is because it's only on Sui that you can make a transaction inside one shot, right? Because if you wanted to do this on any other chain, you'd need to make a series of transactions. But this is all one fluid movement. So you're essentially flying through 4 different protocols in under a second because of Sui's technology, right? Which is really great, but it just means that for making bots, you can make 1 cent every single minute by just flying through all these protocols and like arbitraging, basically. This is all arbitrage bots. So it does worry me a little bit about Sui's future. If it's going to continue being this botted, and that's dead internet, right? The fact that if, dead internet, like you go on X and you only get engagement through bots, right? But on Sui, what you're seeing is all of the volume that's actually, people are like, oh my God, today we've had 60 million volume on DEXs on Sui. Have you though? Like, is it really? Or
well, here's what's so crazy about it, because like Aaron was looking at the at some of the stuff on Abstract, and you see, and like I remember talking to AJ on base, talking to the DeFi RA guys. They're all fighting this stuff. I mean, I know on Sui it's transactions going through multiple wallet or going through multiple pairs, but it seems like it's like a it's everywhere.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I told the guy, I said, okay, well, thanks for the sheet, but you're going to have to do your job again because I'm not giving victory to bots, basically. So he tried to make a script this morning to run through everything to then find it. And then he said, oh no, I only found 2 bots. So I said, well, okay, let's look again. I went through like, oh, look, I just found 3 more bots manually. So your script is shit, basically. So I think after the stream, I'm just going to do it myself eventually. If you want something done, do it yourself.
Yeah.
Basically. So
tell me about it. Oh yeah.
For the airdrop, it will be the next few days, but I'm going to have to put the time in to get it organized. Then that would be 2 million victory sent to people. I'm going to vest it for 1 week. So what's going to happen is the people who win the victory will get victory sent into their wallet every single day for 7 days, which builds up to your prize. So that there's not just one drop immediately.
What tool do you use, Richie, to vest it?
What is it? Plasmy, something like that. Can't remember. I have it somewhere. I'll find it. What's the name of it again? It's left me. It's popped out my brain. It's not Plasm. It begins with a P. But yeah, there's only one on Sui. There's only one vesting contract on Sui that exists. So I'll have to definitely.
I remember about 3 or 4 live streams ago. I don't remember who was saying that they said that Sui now has something to where you can create a checking account on Sui. I was like, wow, that's interesting.
A checking account.
Yeah.
That is interesting.
Do you know which one that is, Richie?
No.
Oh, okay.
Which one?
I don't know.
I'm finding because I was talking to Furley about it before, because when Toilet Dust 2 were launching, they said they were going to vest all the tokens, and they didn't because they said Sui has no vesting software. But it does, because I've used it before for Victory. So I sent it to Furley, but I don't know where it is. It's in my chat with Furley. I'll send it to you when I find it, because I need to use it in the next few days anyway to vest. So I was doing that this week, and then for SUIDEX, so this is the SUITRUMP site. Okay, so I've been building this week. It's looking quite good now. I'm almost ready to put on mainnet. So this is the new SUITRUMP site, which is aimed at being, there's 2 sections to it. The first is like a marketing page, and then the second is going to be an app. So the app, you can launch it from here, but as you scroll down, you'll find what you're going to be able to do with the new SUITRUMP site is you're going to be able to swap for the best and cheapest price you can find for SUITRUMP in the entirety of the world. I've made an aggregator, so it's using SUIDEX and CETAS to buy a better price. You're going to be able to zap tokens straight into the SUITRUMP SUIDEX farms, so you can go into SUITRUMP SUI or SUITRUMP USDC with SUI, USDC, SUITRUMP, or Victory. Single asset straight into the farm. it's got a burn tracker, and then also for play section, we're going to be able to take the world famous Sui Trump raffle. It's going to be running in the app as well. So for the marketing site, you can just see, you know, what Sui Trump kind of thing. Burn tracker here, so it just shows you cumulative burns when they happen, with milestones and numbers and things. But the best thing that I've made, I think, is here. So if you go into the app, it's designed to be a little bit more serious. So this is the app side. So what we got here is a swap. So for example, if I wanted to buy some Sui Trump, I'll go into the test wallet. Actually, it's got more Sui in there. Where's test wallet? Test. Okay.
Richie, can we use this on the Tree Dash token site?
I once I'm live, I'll share you this is going to be open source. So once it's live, I'm going to be able to, I'll put it on my GitHub, then anyone can use any of the tools. So you can make your own swapper, you can use the aggregator, you can use the Zap. I'm going to have a auto compounder as well. So it's just going to compound continuously in the Sui Trump pool. So you could have the same for Tree. So for swap, say I want to take 300 Sui, right? And I want to buy Sui Trump. The issue is because SUIDEX is V2, which means the LP is always 50-50. Whereas on things like CETAs, you're going to have concentrated liquidity. And when liquidity is concentrated, then you can actually get more tokens for a lower price. But it means that the developer needs to keep the tokens in range. And if they go out of range, then of course you can't buy any coins, right? So we've got a good balance here. So when I put through a 300 Sui buy now, what you see at the bottom here is, can I zoom that? You're going to see it's going to use SUIDEX for 48% of the buy. And it's going to use CETAs for 51% of the buy, which is getting you 15 cents cheaper than any other DEX on Sui, right? So you're saving money. So it's the cheapest possible place you can ever buy Sui Trump. You put that through, then you're going to see, and the same thing, selling as well. You're going to sell it, and you're going to find the best route also. This one is selling through 7K and through SUIDEX. So it's basically an aggregator, giving you cheaper money. For earn section, I made a Zap. So you come here, you can choose which one you want to go into. You can either go into Sui Trump or USDC Sui Trump. And if I want to Zap, it's going to Zap some Sui. So say we take one Sui, right, for testing. I want to go into Sui Trump with Sui. I Zap and stake. So I press that. It's going to be 2 transactions. The first one's going to buy half Sui Trump with your Sui and make LP with that. Then the second one is going to stake that LP straight into the farm. So you don't need to go to SUIDEX. You don't need to pair your LP, then go to the farm side and then put your LP in the farm. That's in. So now I've bought Sui Trump, paired an LP, and it's in the farm and it's earning. All doing it in here. And down here it says simple stake. I'm going to make a single asset staking for Sui Trump as well, which will be here, which is coming soon. So you can be able to single asset stake as well if you want. Burn is just more burn tracking, fun. And on the earn section, you can also see your positions. I'm trying to get this loading faster. It's really slow at loading. But what this shows is your LP position for Sui Trump in wherever you're doing, your victory rewards, and you can also claim your victory rewards out of this one as well. Yeah, here.
Nice.
So in the farm, it should be showing me my pending victory, but it's not. It's broken. But when it works, it will show the victory. I'll claim it into my wallet, and then I can then go back into the Zap function, and I can say, okay, I want to Zap again. I want to Zap that victory into Sui Trump. So you've just taken your victory, you Zap it straight back into the thing. Then this is going to sell the victory into Sui, buy half with Sui Trump, then send that back into your Sui Trump pair. So you're just rotating in. And of course, the last logical step here is, why do I have to do that? Like, why do I have to, I don't want to do that. I just want it to do it automatically, right? So the last one is a compound. So what would happen is I come to my positions, I can either claim my victory or I can just press compound. And when you compound, it's just going to send it, compound it. I'm going to fix it today. We'll take the victory, sell the victory into Sui and Sui Trump, put it back into your pair. So you're just rotating and building whatever LP you want for Sui Trump continuously. And then the next phase after that would be auto compound, right? Where you don't do anything. You just set it, and it just builds your SUI Trump over time using Victory. So this is the different tools I'm making at the moment for it. And then here will be leaderboard. So will be the largest wallets, largest LP holders, largest farmers will be here. And the raffle that we do in our Telegram will also be playing in this section here. So these are the first things I want to get done for this. Then after that, there's a bunch of other tools I want to do. I think probably one that also helps with Victory, because the one negative about this is of course that it's basically selling all Victory into SUI Trump, which is good if you want to build your bag of SUI Trump. But if you want to build your Victory, then it's not a good strategy. So it's also then using this, once it's working, move it into SUIDEX, and people can use it for any LP pair, essentially. But it's amazing, like Claude Code, like you just tell it what you want, and then after about a day, it's like done. It's like just put it in the cooker.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about Claude recently.
It's incredible. If you just have, because I don't have massive SUI code knowledge, but I do have huge knowledge of how DeFi works. So if you know what you want, then all you need to do is explicitly tell it how it works, the flow of how it's all going to work, and then check it and be like, no, that's wrong. You know, you're basically talking to someone who's able to code like a genius, but then they don't have any idea of what, you know, they don't have any idea about DeFi. They don't know how DeFi works, or how yield works, how compounding works, but we do. So then you use that as like, just because before, like say for building SUIDEX, we had a team of like 5 people, and they cost like $25,000-$30,000 to, you know, get them to do the job. And now 1 year later, I can pay $100 a month for Claude and do it all with nobody.
Right.
But then it does bring into, of course, there's questions of security. Yeah, like there's security concerns, because the contracts that we use for SUIDEX, we audited, we put them through different, many different protocols to audit and test them. So if you were to make a new DeFi protocol from zero, I don't know if that's a good idea, just using AI. But with this, all I'm doing is pulling from an already audited platform. So I'm just taking everything that SUIDEX is, and I'm optimizing what it can do, basically, is the big thing. So definitely really fun though, and then can just continue to make further and further advancements to this, build it and get it working faster. Sky's the limit, essentially. And like I said, Peter, once this is done and tested, and I know it's working really smooth, you can just come to the GitHub, you can pull all of the technology out of it and use it for Tree as well.
Yeah, on tree-token.net, have you seen the SUIDEX links that we have on there recently?
Oh wait, yes. Oh, here we go. It's working now. Yeah. So claim Victory. So I can just claim that right here. Let's go to. Let's have a look at Tree. Show us what you're working on.
Yeah.
What you building? And yeah, and claimed out. Nice.
Get both games pulled up real quick.
Yeah, and then single stake as well. So for example, want to make a SUI Trump single stake. I was talking to Peter. We can make a Tree single stake, because Tree is doing really well with attracting liquidity into SUIDEX. Why not also have like a little reward, extra reward, you know, for your token.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Richie, the real world Tree community is starting to take
RWA.
on with Tree. It's there's some of the local Tree services. They're like, yes, we want Tree token, we want SUIDEX, bring it.
Yeah, you could make like a real world asset for you know, wood.
Yes.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yes. Let's see. Where'd it go? Nope, that's not it. One moment. All right. Let me close this.
Shall we check the chat quickly as well before we jump in?
Yes.
Yeah, what's the chat
Absolutely.
saying?
Oh my God, we got Vic's Vapor Rub comments, all kind of stuff. Let's see.
Vic's Vapor Rub?
Yeah. Let's see. Whales will drop Bitcoin to 57K, then off to the races. Over 200K this year.
Doug's not wrong.
No, it's
I think that's
you know,
feasible.
I
I
would
think-
love to get some Bitcoin at 57K. I would
think-
love it.
I think 40K is I'm thinking about 40 is my bounce. Big horrible. Oh my god, it's 40,000, and then if you don't buy, then you regret it for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Oh, Hunt, howdy, chaps. Aaron, good evening, chaps. Oh, we got the cryptic comment here. Crypto is dead here. Where is
In the
blockchain
UK,
money
yeah.
located?
UK.
Oh, yeah, it's dead.
Yeah, he understands the plight of the UK. I mean, it's
Oh, they're
complexion
watching
is a
you.
shade darker. Yeah, man. Even with this hard light on me, you should see me in natural light. I've got a lovely tan now.
God, just bring back the old Phantom DeFi days. It sounds like I wish I was in it.
Yeah.
Vicks Vapor Rub, the Mexican cure-all. Okay.
That's what my grandma used to use. Vicks.
Yeah, that was a UK thing as well.
Doug actually, when he bought into the ecosystem today, Richie, he burned some Sui Trump and burned some tree today. So he came in burned and bought some too. So he entered
Nice.
in the very courteous way.
Oh, nice.
Very nice.
Well, welcome, Doug. Welcome to Sui. Welcome to SUIDEX. Welcome to honest projects would be how I would describe what we're doing.
Yes. So Aaron, 5 tiers now for drawing. Okay. Well,
Very nice. Get one for the at least for baby one up.
Oh my god.
Aaron. I'll be all over that one.
So yeah, Aaron's here. He can help us explain the thing.
Thomas G's in the chat. Aurum real world asset gold live now.
Nice. I'll be covering that later.
Does it have the Sims method?
No, but it's backed by big boys. There's a big boy project. This Aurum.
Yes.
Hope it didn't miss much.
No, Brett, you're good.
Brett Hartman, the coolest name in DeFi.
He's got
Accounts.
3 depth accounts. Brett's going deep.
He's going deep.
Let's see.
Yeah.
The draw is incredible. Can't lose. Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, if one comes up that takes me to the next one up, I'm all over that.
I bet if there was a raid bot that awarded depth for points earned in X Raider on Telegram could get more outside eyes on this. Yeah, probably. That's an idea. I'll ask Aaron about that.
Yeah, Aaron. When raid? When marketing?
Yeah, I have to put that one to Aaron.
When raid?
Can the dev do something?
Okay. Why no raid today, Aaron?
Oh,
Yeah,
Charlie's out there.
I've been a agentic operator. Oh, there's one other idea of start planning. This is I don't know if I can do it. I'm going to try though. It's the Sui Trump Strait of Hormuz play to earn game. Right. I had a dream about it. Right. So basically, you imagine you're like a plan view of the Strait of Hormuz. You play as the U.S. or Iran, so you can be either one, right? If you're the U.S., you need to try and get these oil tankers through the Strait of Hormuz. So you need to try. It's like a tower defense game, right? So you're defending against drones, missile attack, these kind of things, and then all you need to do is get oil through. The more oil you get through, then the more you get out the other end, like in prizes. And then if you're the Iranians, of course, you need to blow up the oil tankers or extort the oil tankers for money. So I was thinking about it. I was like, this could be done. Like, I think I could code that up. So, but
Interesting.
probably it might. The one worry is it might take too long, and then by the time it's finished, then of course the whole Strait of Hormuz thing's over, and we're on to the next whatever it is. But we'll see.
All right.
Garden battles. Here we go.
Testing is
Love
this
it.
weekend. I have confirmed that. So we are testing the garden battles this weekend. This is the initial gameplay for the Arboretum. And what will happen is you will wager 3 Sui, and then the winner receives 5 Sui. And we're working on our docs for how all this works. but this is going to be the initial game. And don't forget, guys, that when you buy your NFT, so we're setting a goal, Richie. I'm going to confirm our loose launch date is May the 1st. So that's the day we're setting it for. And I would love, as a Star Wars fan, to be able to do it on May the 4th, to say May the 4th be with you. So that, or
May the 4th.
No, I said that wrong. May the forest be with you. So yes, so that's
yeah,
that's the date we're looking for.
I like it.
Richie, I'm sorry you're supposed to laugh at that.
Sorry.
Don't worry, I laughed. It's fine.
That's okay.
Did you guys see the moon mission on the April Fool's Day?
Cool.
Oh my gosh! So
what do you guys think of that?
So I'm gonna go ahead and tell you what I thought about it. I sat there, and I immediately, for the first 5 minutes of launch, I flashed back to 1986, and I was sitting there going, "Please don't be the challenger. Please don't be the challenger. Please don't be the challenger." And when we got 4 minutes in, and we got past the time limit of when the challenger went to Kaplooey, I had relief after that, and I was happy for him. But man, I could not believe how fast that I just went right back in time to that, going, "Oh man, please don't let this happen again."
But it didn't, and now they're on the way to go around the moon, which is all good.
Yes,
the furthest any human being has ever been in space, which is amazing.
They just needed a meme token on the side of the rocket. That's all they were missing.
Amazing.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to hear. Yeah, I'm not going to give my opinion on this. I might trigger too many people.
Go for it. I'll go. I want some.
Oh, this is a down to dot conversation. Do it now.
I'm skeptical.
Tin hat on, right?
Yeah,
get ready
for a different podcast. Yeah, absolutely. Put your whole tinfoil suit on. Yeah, I'm a little bit more skeptical when it comes to the whole moon thing. I don't know, man. Do you think they went to the moon back in 60, whenever it was, 68, or because you know, the top guys are like, we go back to the moon in a nanosecond, but we don't have the technology anymore because we destroyed it all. And it's like, okay, bro, that sounds legit. Yeah. So I don't know, man. Stanley Kubrick, I think, definitely helped back in 1960, whatever it was. I think Kubrick had a big part to play in that. I'm NASA, never a straight answer, not a space agency. That's what it stands for, in my opinion. Yeah, I'm not so sure, but like I said, that could be for another podcast.
I just want to.
I'd like to know what the chat thinks.
I just want to know, who is the cameraman waiting to film them land on the moon? That's the best.
I think he's still there. I think he's still there.
Yes.
Yeah, he's still there. Yeah.
And you saw that? Have you seen the stuff where? Well, have you seen the stuff where there's clearly like a prop that's been left, like with this, like a rock with the letter C on it? They didn't turn back over and stuff like that. There's so much. I mean, we could do a whole thing on this whole topic, but like, I don't want to trigger too many people by talking about that, because it's exciting, right? It's super exciting. We're going to the moon, but yeah.
But no, Richie, once we get our testing done on the garden battle, and we feel like that we'll be able to go launch on this, we'll coordinate with you on whatever night you want to do fight night, and we'll have Sui fight night.
Sounds good.
Nice.
I'm down.
And then just the big part of this, and this is where I'm really getting excited on this. People are asking, what all can you do with your NFTs? Well, this is going to be ground zero for it. So what's going to happen is you're going to see up here that seeds planted. Each NFT that you plant is basically going to be a seed. And it's, the trees are going to grow in 100-day cycles. So what's going to happen is, and we're going to get into it more right after we test, but the dashboard down here, you're going to have to water your trees. You're going to have to fertilize them. we're even going to have Miracle Grow. Yes, we will have fertilizer involved in this. So, and if you skip a certain amount of days without watering, without fertilizing, and then after that, then your tree will die, and then you have to start all over. No, you will not lose your NF tree. That will be staked and earning for you. But on that is that's where we stand on it right now. Does this dashboard seem to make sense to you guys?
Death rules, watering, death rules. Oh my god! Miss 7 days, seed waits and glows orange. Okay, miss 10 days.
Yeah, if you miss
seed
7
dies.
days, it wilts and glows orange.
So it's like a Tamagotchi seed.
Yes.
Guy.
Yes.
Oh, that was the other year I had a Trumpagotchi.
Wow.
A Sui Trumpagotchi, which would be a little Sui Trump that you keep, and then every day it tells you it's huge. Which, but this is cool. So it's basically, so the streaks give compounding GP multipliers. Nice. Mint saplings soon.
Yeah.
Man. I would like. So one question, like, because I'm a very
It looks like a lot of
visual person,
fun,
right? So do you have, like, is there a way to like blow up not blow up your seed? I mean, or your plant. I mean, blow up the image so that it's large, so you can look at it.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
yeah.
How about that?
So show me where's the sapling?
So when you buy your NFT, it goes here. So each NF tree that you buy, it'll go here. So you can buy multiple and keep it going. So let's see. I think there's a couple of questions on this. Let's see. Oh, it's Furley. Hello, that is perfect. Pete Hegseth as always gives crazy speeches. Yes. Oh, we got past the cat fight. Can you pull up the tree and Sui Trump charts in Trading View? What are the next targets? Yes. Let's go over this and we'll definitely pull it up in the chart. Is it to keep money flowing into the project? Yes. So what we plan on doing is with the revenue used from the NF trees, we plan on building a treasury. And in that way, we can keep the project solvent and continue to be healthy. And as SUIDEX evolves and grows, we plan on keeping our roots planted here and growing all the way with it as well. Oh, hey, look at this randomness. Received BitNest team rewards this week. My uplines who bought nodes have been receiving their paid loops. Somewhat of a positive sign as far as people getting their money back. Interesting.
Any sign's a good sign.
Yes. How much will it cost to water and fertilize your seed? After testing, we will have that out, but it will be add-ons. Don't have it. Let's see. I think we have it on here. What it's going to be for all of this, it will be crates that you will be able to do on this. So you'll have a basic, a pro, and a mythic crate, and that will include fertilizer and things of that nature. I hope that answers your question. If it didn't, let me know. I'll try to elaborate. And then Brett, if you have one wallet with 5 million trees, can you buy NF trees and transfer them to another wallet as a gift? Or are they soul bound? They should be transferable, Brett. If you're wanting to send it to a family member as a gift, that should be okay. Yeah. Richie, Millionz, any questions?
When
no, so you said that.
Go for it.
Go on, mate. You go
first.
No, I was just gonna say the launch for the NFTs. You mentioned it's going to be potentially the 1st, but maybe the 4th of May. Was that? Did I catch that right?
Yes.
Okay, because take my money. I want my NF trees.
Yes. Oh, and
take it.
Richie, I'm just going to let you know it's going to be very rare in the whole collection. There will be some blue hairy NF trees, they do have a comb over, so
Oh,
it is
nice.
coming.
This is good.
And
Nice,
Millions,
nice.
as you being one of the co-hosts here, there's going to be one rare that we're going to make sure that you get. It will have a shiny dome.
Yes,
So,
please.
Peter,
Yes,
all I can say
please.
is when you're ready to test, tell me and I'll join the testing. When you're ready to promote, tell me and I'll push it. You know
Okay.
that.
Oh
So
yeah.
like
Yes.
100% behind it. Let's make this like as big as we can get it. And I think because of course like it's it looks like a great way to support tree. Looks like quite a fun thing. Like definitely like the reason I asked like can you like make the picture of the tree larger like for like social media, right? So say I buy a sapling or a seed and then it grows into a sapling, and then my sapling evolves, right, into
Yeah.
the next or grows into the next size. I guess it's not going to evolve, right? It's a tree. Trees don't evolve. Well, they do over time, but
They
anyway, I'm getting
elongate.
off track. Yeah, they get larger, right? So when my tree grows, you'll get like an announcement, right, that says your tree has just grown
Yeah.
into like stage 3 or whatever, right? That's
Correct.
when you want
Yes.
to be able to share that like online, on X, on the Telegram.
Yes,
saying,
we're
"My
definitely
tree's
going to
growing."
make this gamified to where you can share the status of your tree and you can show what's going on, and also that way it turns into a
Awesome.
marketing tool as well. Yeah. But Richie,
Yeah,
we're
definitely.
just trying really hard to be the first project in SUIDEX to create a utility to do more with your tokens, the more to build SUIDEX, SUIFARM,
Yeah.
and just keep this economy growing, because I mean it's a great foundation that you started in October, and we're just going to keep on building on top of this. We got Jade in the back, Troy in the front, and
Nice.
we're jamming it out. Jade has a very good reputation. He's done work for Toilet and some of these other projects on Sui, and he's been very kind to. Oh, Brett, you're talking dirty to me, baby. Drip Garden flashbacks. Hey,
Oh, Drip Garden was fun. Yeah, that
yeah,
was fun.
yeah. It's yeah. We're trying to tickle the. Let's
Yeah, it
see.
was.
Here's another one. Another Brett Prince. What the hell? Um, is there growth age cycles like visually how Groot was in the Marvel movies? Yes, we're actually that's part of what we're working on right now is like the mid stage artwork. So we're working on that too. Just someone was like, we want it now. I was like, no, I want this perfect. And Richie, I took your example of I could jam it out now and give a half-ass product, but you know, it's
Mm-hmm.
kind of like the security on SUIDEX. I want this right, and I would rather take a little bit of time to get it right than just jam it out there and have all kind of problems and frustration, you know?
Yep, absolutely. And like, and you know, even in terms of like security, because if anything goes wrong here, it would be the tree token which would be affected mostly, right? So that's also,
Yeah.
yeah. Even for security though, like whatever you have, like once you're ready with it, like send it to me. I've got like an audit AI thing. I can throw it through there. It can just give you an extra like, okay, you know, we're all sorted. But I
Well,
mean, it's a vault contract, right? Like I can't see like Sui's really good about protecting funds. You know, you don't see many
yeah.
hacks on Sui. There was one, the big one, the CETIS one, but generally you don't see like much of this. What's your certifications? Arborist certifications, I'm sure he's talking about there.
Oh yeah. Certified arborist, tree risk assessment qualified, and the big one, prescriptive pruning.
I saw you with a massive flamethrower. Were you certified to
Yeah, that
wield
looked
that?
like fun.
The 3
Terminator
high
vibe.
noons that I drank made it certified all the way. So yes.
Is that an arborist official arborist tool, a flamethrower?
Yes, it's great for weed control.
Oh really? Jesus.
Yes.
I didn't know you guys were so cool.
There is actually, if you look it up, Richie, in China, they sell a tree trimming laser.
Oh, okay, cool. That's pretty cool. Okay, I'll get one and I'll send it to you.
Please, I need that badly. Yes,
It might have to
I
come
need
via
that
Mexico
badly.
first. That might be hard to get into the US.
Okay, we got some people jumping in on the raffle. So good.
Ah, Thomas is right. So the Aurum gold packet gold bot is live. I'm just looking at it. It looks
Share
quite
your
nice.
screen, Richie.
Yeah, this I'm gonna put some money in right now. Um, this one. Okay. So the way it works, if you're in Aurum, you're gonna see the usual thing. You have like your bot, normal bot. This is the normal bot. And then if you come here, you have real world assets. There's a new section which is opened. This is the gold bot. So what it's doing is it's saying it's going to give you, you invest with USDT, and it says it's going to give you an expected annual return of 60 to 70%, and you're going to get 30% off real gold, which you get after 12 months is the deal, which is crazy. Like this is own tokenized gold, 50% trading, 50% gold futures, 30% discount on gold, 12-month lock is their whole package. So you can either go in with $100, $300, $60, $600, all the way up to mega dollars. What's the largest one is 25 grand.
And you're in this, right?
I'm in the XI bot. So at the moment I'm only in this one. So this one I have $4,300. I mean, it prints. It's just every day, like makes so far from $4,300. I've made $500 since February, so in 2 months. So it's usually about 0.4% daily. It just continues to compound up. But for this one, it's interesting because you're getting real gold out of it at the other end as well. So I'm going to kick it off with the smallest package, I think. Then you just come here, you choose your package. So I'm allocating $50 into PaxG bot trading, and I'm allocating $50 into gold futures. Okay. I'll let them handle. The great thing is they're going to handle that. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to take the rewards. They say if I put $100 in, gold value at 30% discount after 1 year will be up $15. That's their expectation. So if I'm paying cheaper for gold, that means they think gold's going to go down in price over the next year. Interesting. And the trading income would be $30. So essentially making 50% on your deposit after 1 year. I quite like this because it's not telling you you're going to be making $1 million on your $100 investment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's basically just saying like you can get half your money back after 12 months if you go into this. So it's definitely not a fly by the seat of your pants. You're going to be a millionaire with it's not meme coin trading. But at the same time, if this pays off, then it's a great way to slowly accumulate gold edge on gold, but also just to have passive income coming in.
Richie,
So
is there a ticker symbol anywhere on SUI that tracks oil?
No, not yet. I've been tracking it on Mexi. It's crazy, right? It's almost all-time high. This was here's some Trump speech was here yesterday. Trump's going to do he's going to give a big speech. Okay, everything's going to be great. The market's going to go up. But instead, oil went up and everything else went down. So
that's oil, West Texas Index, USDT.
Yeah.
So how do they? All right. So it's on Mexi and it's paired with USDT. How do they do that in crypto?
It's an RWA. So it's the same thing that's happened on Aurum with gold, right?
Yeah.
So what they're doing is they're using PaxG. So PaxG would be RWA. This is tokenized oil, tokenized copper, tokenized silver. This is tokenized stocks. In terms of like how they do it, I often think about this because they'd have to have liquidity and a market maker behind every tokenized stock. Like here, you find Tesla, right? Like, so say you have some Tesla stock. Sorry about that. Firstly, you're losing all. I have Tesla. I'm losing all my money. I keep buying more of it, but it's keep going. It's down 27% since since December. Tesla. It's not even a shit coin. But yeah, like there must be liquidity behind this tokenized stock on Mexi, right? Like Mexi must be fronting the money to back up the token price. Essentially, right? But I know what you mean by your question. Like, where does the money come from to put value behind every single one of these real world assets, or they just have loads of Tesla stock that they bought and then they use that to pay off people. But then if everything nosedived, you know, it says here, during low liquidity periods, index prices may stall and orders may fail to execute. Price gaps or volatility may occur when normal trading resumes. So they're saying, you know, they're not really, it's not really, you know, a reliable thing. Not sure though. Millionz, what do you think? Like, how do they do it? Because I know with PaxG or like Tether Gold, they just have a load of gold in a storeroom, and then that's what backs up the token price. Like oil, like you think there's some guy that's just bought loads of barrels of oil and then called Mexi and told them get some oil.
Yeah, I'd need to look into that.
Yeah, because they got Brent oil and West Texas oil. Yeah, or is
I've got no idea. I'm honest,
because they only listed it in February. So basically, when the whole problem started with with Iran, they decided, oh, we should probably add oil because we're going to be able to make money from people trading it on Mexi, right? It's not like they had it before, so they just added it for that reason. So, you know, it might be completely fake, backed by nothing. I wouldn't be surprised, right?
Yeah, like, I mean, it's possible.
Yeah,
that is definitely possible.
that
Interesting. So an internet search, Richie, it says uses Oracle pricing via Chainlink.
Okay.
Okay.
But then there's not. But then what happens if everyone puts a short on oil, right? Say like 10,000 to 20,000 people all put shorts on oil, and there's like $10 million of short value, and oil just kind of retraces finally. Trump says, the war in Iran is over. You know, one morning he just wakes up, the war in Iran is over. And then oil drops from $107 back down to $70, right? In that morning, for example. Would that completely crush the exchange because they need to pay out the leveraged position? Because you can leverage this all the way to what? 200x.
Wow.
So that could be the black swan event that like brings down some central exchanges. Like they've added too many real world assets. They don't actually have the money behind them to honor the bets that people are making on it, right? So
we have to figure this out. This is crazy. Yeah, I hadn't even thought about this. It is crazy.
Yeah.
By the way, gents, I could talk to you all night, but I have a date.
You have a dentist appointment, right?
Yeah, I have a dinner appointment, so I must dash. But if you guys are up for this next week, we'll do it again.
Sounds good.
Again, shout out to you guys for what you're building. Love what you're doing. So building from the bottom up. Love it. So have a good week, gents. And I'm gonna go and get some good Mexican food. So and I also appreciate everyone in the chat as well. It's been an awesome chat tonight as well. So I shall catch up with all you guys in the week on some various platforms. So
go, man.
Have a good one.
See you later, Millionz.
Hasta luego.
Hasta la vista, baby.
All right, guys. So those of you watching on Millionz channel, he's gone now. So we can talk about him while he's gone because it's still live on his channel.
Yeah. I love Millionz hair. I love what he did with his hair today. This part.
Yes.
Yes.
So I told him, I said, man, you need to let it grow just like an inch and act like nothing's wrong and everybody ask you questions about it, then shave it the next day. He was like, no, I can't do that.
That's crazy though. You can go 200x on the price of oil. Like that's so dangerous.
Yeah.
Like say if I take this is so dumb. You can take like so say I take 1% of my max open position, which would be $6, right? I can punt that to $1,266. And then I say, oh, that's pumped, so I'm going to go short, right? Oh, no, protection, order canceled. Reason for your order was canceled to prevent potential liquidation when filled. Yeah, see? Like, so if you want to use 200x, you need to go in with like quite a substantial amount of funds. But
yeah,
I don't go 200x, so
I'm not doing it.
I'm not doing it.
Yeah, so someone the other day was like, hey, do you do leverage? I said, no, I do emissions. They were like, emissions? I was like, yeah, that's That's on a schedule.
Let's see if I go 107.
So Richie, I got a couple of buddies that are watching. They just sent me a text. They like the idea of the single-sided pools that you were talking about earlier.
Yeah, I can explain that actually, because some people might not like the idea. Let's go to SUIDEX. Yeah, I'm going to stop myself from doing some 200x leverage trade. Right. Right. Yeah, so the issue with making a single asset pool is that the way that we've designed SUIDEX is that we have contracts which are non-changeable. We can't change the farm contract. When we launched the project, there was a basket of victory tokens which we've set aside for 3 years to go to the farm, right? And if we add single asset Sui Trump or tree, right? So if we take some Sui Trump and we make a single asset pool for it, that would then take away from the remaining, the already existing single asset pools, right? And I don't really want to do that because already we have 3 in the farm, right, at the bottom. 3 of them. Actually, we've made some updates to this will be live soon. We've changed the color of the farm. Farm's a new color.
Really?
So we made it a bit darker. So yeah, here, so we have 3 already, right? So you're getting 45% on Rat Bitcoin, 58% on Sui, 38% on USDC. I don't want to change these because there's already a high deposit entry. And I've always said, you know, at the end of this plan, after it's another 8 months, I think, until this plan ends, then the withdrawal fee is turned to 0 and people can exit, right? That's always the plan, right?
Yeah.
But I don't want to put any more single asset pool positions here because that will lower the APR of all 3 of these, which is not bullish, right? So then I was talking to Peter before the stream. When we launched SUIDEX, so all of these pools, there's victory going into all these pools, and I can't change how much victory, the total victory that's sent in every day. That can't be changed. But when we launched, we do have victory, which is not assigned to SUIFARM, and it's not assigned to the token locker, and it's sitting there. And the whole idea was to get some advisors in or some other projects in and use it for that. But we haven't done anything with it yet. So what I'm thinking to do then is to use it for extra allocation for other single stake. For example, single stake tree, single stake Sui Trump. We like these kind of ideas also for releasing any kind of games and things with that. So we could use those funds for a single stake Sui Trump or a single stake tree. That would mean that the APRs here don't come down. And then the meme coins have more use case, more other things to do with it. So that's probably the solution I'll go for. So you can't just continue to add more and more pools without adding more and more reward coin, right? It doesn't.
Right.
The math doesn't math. Math doesn't math, basically. So that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking about. So that would be stage 3, basically. So if we come back to here. Yeah, so it's earn. Yeah, so it would be either zap in, or here would just be simple stake. Stake your Sui Trump. It would be in this contract, and then you would be able to auto compound your Sui Trump. So you stake in Sui Trump, you get victory rewards, turn on the auto compound, and then every single day it's just going to sell the victory into Sui Trump, and you're just continuing to get more and more Sui Trump.
That's amazing.
In your
that
lot
is freaking amazing.
Yeah, or we could do a more a better way, which could be 75% is sold into Sui Trump, 25% is staked in the locker, you know, so that it's not so adding so much sell pressure. Or you could say, no, I don't want to go in the locker, I want to go in the farm. So then, okay, then 25% goes in victory farm instead, and then you build liquidity for victory. So lots of ways to do it. All of it's possible. So it's just about planning it out. V3, Brett's saying about V3. Yeah, V3, once I'm done with this, I'll make a V3 on Sui Trump, and then if it works, we'll put it onto SUIDEX. Basically, the way I'm seeing this is I don't have control to change or add anything to the SUIDEX page or the SUIFARM page, right? It's not in my power. But I'm kind of impatient about it because we have UI guys, which do have the they have the server basically to do it. But for a website that I make by myself, I have all the power in the world. So that's why I made a aggregator. I made a Zap making an alt compounder, because I can just make it here, and then I can say to the team, go to my GitHub, I've already made it, just pull it and put it into SUIDEX, basically. Is
Yeah.
the best solution I could think. Like, again, like if you wait too long for people to do something, in the end you just have to do it yourself, essentially. Which is quite funny. I mean, essentially they're out of a job.
Yeah.
Frankly speaking, they're unless they really step up their level of production and passion.
Tell you what, looking at the chart for Tree, it has been really exciting to see since really and truly about since February 12th, when it bottomed out. If you would have bought then, you'd be up 85.58% on your money. Just doing a quick measurement on that.
Go on the Tree, do a 4 hour. Oh yeah, coming out there. Yeah, this is going all the way back to yeah. Here's the January.
That's when we went to war and the tariff scare.
Tariff scare. Thanks
Yeah.
to Trump, and then down. This could be a nice cup in handy. Could be a cup in handy. Where's my highlighter brush? No, it's not painting for me, but that could form a cup. If this comes up and then comes back up to about here, then boom, off we go.
Yeah.
Already another one here though. Yeah.
And I'll tell you, man, the tokenomics on it, we've got only about 860 million total circulating. We burned a lot since then, and we're still burning. I mean, we're not going to burn an excessive amount because we want to leave enough out there for people to scoop up Tree for the NF trees. But yeah, it's I've got, let's see, where did I put it earlier?
Here we have Brett Prince buying some Tree. I saw you, Brett. I've got you. Got his CNS there, Brett. Who else buying Tree? Oh, this is one of these bots. Goddamn bots. I've been watching this guy. DDA2, he's a bot. All over Sui, man. It's like one of the strongest ARB bots on Sui.
Which one is it?
It's the wallet DDA2. Like this wallet.
What is up with that wallet, man?
It's a bot. Like this bot is insane. This is the biggest ARB bot I've seen on Sui so far. It is absolutely mad, the amount of trades it does. Like
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I've been using this one to try and train my bot, just following like what he does essentially, because it's massive. Fingers in all the pies. Like just the activity is off the chart. 7-8 seconds ago, 2 minute, 2 minute, 2 minute, 2 minute, 2 minute. It's running trades at least like 30 to 40 to 50 trades every minute is what this does. And it's just going rife all across Sui, every single DEX. Like even in the last hour, we're just coming. So all of these reds are failed, right? This is a failed arbitrage attempt. This is a successful arbitrage attempt. So and it's just continually prodding in every single protocol in Sui, trying to get an edge to make money. So if you take this one, yeah, so it's taking money out and then putting money back in. So it took out 37.4 Sui and came out the other end with 37.5 Sui. So it made 0.1 Sui in there. And it just, if it's doing all of these continuously every single second, is eventually going to get a winner, loser, winner. You know, you can see madness though. So that's DDA2, a beast of a.
How much capital are they working with?
$3,000.
Really?
DDA2 has about $3,000. Here, you can check his wallet.
And they just program it and send it off to play, right?
Yeah, he has $3,200 of assets. Most of it's going to be Sui. Yeah, he's got $3,000 of Sui and Sui in, Sui out, Sui in, Sui out. So Sui out, swap into a bunch of stuff, bring back the Sui, all in the same transaction is what he does.
So, Richie, I ran the numbers today with Tree. So the total remaining supply that we've got out there started with 1 billion. It's 868.7 million. And I factored in liquidity pools, what's on Moonbags, my wallet, which has 48.6 million Tree, liquid. I've got a bunch of that in LP, and then the time locks, which is the majority of them are till January of 2027. There's another another, I think, 20 million that's locked until the summer of 27. That's 54 million. So right now it's right around 300 million Tree is realistically tradable. So I figured out it's roughly 33% of the supply, almost 50% of it is committed to the ecosystem, and the majority of that's in SUIDEX.
Yeah. What I'll be pulling soon is a script, which because I'll share it with you as well. Like the same thing, I'll share everything. So it's if we come in here, it will have board, right? So this will be the leaderboard. Like you're saying, it can easily pull the top holders. Like for Tree here, you see like your burn wallet is the top holder. Then there's you. Then there's me. I'm number 3 holder here with 2.91%. Nice. Yeah. Right. This is what I mean. Like never touch this. This is a bag which just sits there, right? You can basically put this into your locked fund. But this is only showing the liquid Tree, right? What about the LP positions in SUIDEX, and how much do these people have? So what I want to do is pull a script that pulls liquid, LP on Turbos or Cetus, and also the LP on SUIDEX and in the farm, and then it would pull all of that and then add it into that person's wallet address, showing their total amount of coins which they own and hold, and then make a leaderboard.
So this is what was interesting the other day. I had a person, Richie, they weren't familiar with SUIDEX, and they found me through an X post. So they went over, they followed the link over to Noodles, and they went down to trade. And when they
it's not there.
When they hit trade, I think they were trying to do 2 SUI, something like that. And then what happened is, this is what I found interesting. So if you go to trade and you pull up, like just put like a nominal amount, put like 2 or 3. And then what happened is it gave the best route in the beginning was Aftermath. Well, I don't know why, but Aftermath gave an error message and would not allow the trade for Tree. So I know there's plenty of LP, but I don't know really what's going on there.
Let's see. It's not working for me though. Nothing's loading. Oh, I'm frozen. That's why. I'm frozen.
Are you really? Yeah. Oh, there we go. Let's see if it works with that.
Oh, yeah. Aftermath. Interesting.
Right?
Let's find out.
Same error message.
Failed. Yeah. Cetus. Cetus works.
Cetus definitely works. It'll aggregate through turbos.
Yeah. Yeah, it's broken root. So this wrong. They're wrong there.
Bad dev.
Yeah, bad dev. I know them actually. I can ask them about it.
Yeah, please do, because that would be great to solve that.
Yeah, because this is gonna let's figure out where this goes. By the tree.
So that one worked, right? Yeah.
Where'd it go? Then we can check. So it went through turbos. This one.
Yes.
So you say Cetus, but actually it goes through turbos, because Cetus is aggregator, aggregates everything, almost everything on Sui, not SUIDEX. Annoyingly.
But we'll get there.
We'll get there. It's about volume basically. That's all they're looking for. For example, like Move Pump. This is interesting. I didn't know this, because when I was trying to aggregate Sui Trump, of course, Sui Trump has very, very nice liquidity on Move Pump, where we bonded, right? Like a tree bonded on Moonbags, which then put it on turbos, right?
Yeah.
So when SUIDEX, when SUITRUMP bonded, we were bonded onto MovePump and onto their router, which is now dead. So if you want to buy SUITRUMP on MovePump, you can't buy it anymore, which means there's burned liquidity that exists on MovePump, which is now not accessible on their website, right? So I thought, well, where is it? Where is this? Because the liquidity exists. If you go to Noodles, you can find it. And often there is even trading going through it, right? So it is used for trading, but it's getting kind of blacklisted by different places. So for example, so here, where is it? It's here, right? So there's $13,000 of liquidity right here, and it's had some volume today. So it does exist, but Cetus have blacklisted it. So now Cetus has blacklisted any coin that listed on MovePump ever.
Really?
Come to the ranking. Yeah, all these coins that listed on MovePump in the past are all, their liquidity is now all blacklisted through the Cetus aggregator, right? So they don't allow it. And I was thinking, well, where is it being routed then? So it's actually being routed through 7K, which is a yield farm on a DEX I've never used before. I don't know if you've used it before, 7K.
No.
But it's here. So, and they have their own aggregator, and they aggregate through different places. So then I tried to access that, but they've even put a block on other people using MovePump liquidity to access the locked liquidity for SUITRUMP. So to be honest, I want access to the liquidity because it allows me to add it to our trading swapper. So
Right.
for example, if I wanted to put a larger buy, like say I have like 300 SUI here, at the moment it's going between Cetus and SUIDEX, and I'm getting a good price. I'm saving $1.52 here, right, by using this one as opposed to SUIDEX or Cetus. But if I had MovePump as well, then I'd be able to add their liquidity and then send it three ways, essentially getting an even cheaper price for my buy. But at the moment, there's no access to this liquidity unless you have a secret key, which only 7K own. Sui, man, they're all dicks. Honestly, like, why they token gate everything? They say, oh no, but you can't have that. Like, you think everything would be accessible and open source like Ethereum, but it's not.
Right.
Everything is gated. It's really annoying. It's frustrating.
So interesting. So I just went on 7K and I put 2 SUI in for a tree.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's saying unverified, swap at your own risk. But let's see. Here we go.
Can you go through?
Yeah, it went through.
Nice. And it probably went through turbos, right?
I think so. Let's see what Noodle says.
Probably turbos.
No, it did. Oh my God. It just did it through an aftermath pool between Aquashock and Tree.
Okay. That's probably not very deep, right?
No.
Yeah. It's a bad trade. Bad trade. Yeah, because I want to get another reason I want to get the amount of tokens and liquidity as well. Because for example, here I have like this is live stats. So there's 4.1% SUITRUMP burned. Currently there's 7.9% in the marketing wallet, which would be between my wallet and the SUITRUMP coin wallet, right? So they're listed here. That's taking out 7, 8, like 12% of the supply is gone, right? It's basically locked. But then there's also the liquidity. So if you go to like Cetus, for example, I'm holding a lot of SUITRUMP on Cetus, which is all my own, well, not mine, it's the protocol's funds, which add the Cetus liquidity.
You've got it in LP, right?
Here. In LP, there's also an initial LP given to SUIDEX as well, which is the SUITRUMP wallet as well, providing that. So once I can pull all that data, then you can basically just make a pie and show people. Because I think definitely for meme coins or in crypto, visual is always the easiest way for people to just understand what's happening. Because if they understand, oh, wait a minute, all of that is is not available. Like, and as the pie grows, they'll see, oh, there's even less available. Like, I can only buy this much now. I can only buy this much. Like, it's getting less and less. So it's definitely a good idea to visualize the amount of tree that you're managing to get out of the system. You know, make it as visual as possible so people really understand. Like, hang on a minute, like how much is unavailable?
Yeah.
You know, how much can I not get?
Yeah, because see, I had to literally feed both huge LPs, the time lock. How much is staked in? Let's see, how much tree is staked in Moonbags right now?
Yeah, because like, say for example here, so you have a SUIDEX $10,000. You'd be like, okay, so how much of this 10K is the actual tree system funding this one? Then you have you've got a lot of pools. It's a lot of tree pools there. Boom and tree. Sue rewards me in tree. Shocking tree. Yeah, it's a $70 pool that the root
It literally pulled it out of that. I mean, how crazy as hell is that?
That's crazy. Man Bear Pig. Man Bear Pig.
Man Bear Pig's killing it.
Yeah, they are. Man Bear Pig. Still holding that actually. Oh wow, they need more liquidity though. They only have 9,000 liquidity. So that's why their market cap's gone very, very high, very fast.
Because the liquidity's low.
Yeah. Oh no, wait, they've got more. 19. They found more. Okay, 20,000 liquidity, 400 market cap. It's better than before. Da-da-da. Yeah, shooting, moonshotting. What's it done? Since March, in 1 month, they've gone up 400%. Very nice.
Wow, the data on Moonbags is really limited tonight. Interesting.
Where is my
chart data? Must be down.
Oh, I think I moved all my Man Bear Pig to Binance Smart Chain.
Oh, that's right. You sure did. Because you remember the day when he was showing how they had that bridge to go from SUI to BNB?
Yeah. So Brett says a win would be encourage cooperation with 7K. Yes, absolutely. So I sent 7K DMs on X. I went to their website and sent them private, like they have a query thing on 7K. I went there and I sent them that. This is like over the past 2 weeks. Been trying to get hold of 7K. Have I had a reply from 7K? Have I had 7K give me some love? Have you know, hey Richie, thanks for getting in touch. No, nothing, Brett. On X, they haven't even looked at the messages. Their website's currently not loading. Just overall, it's just been complete like usual on Sui, like complete just no shit's given, basically, like talking to a wall. Essentially, is what I've been fighting with 7K. But if anyone has a contact with 7K, I'm not being offensive. I'm not being rude. I'm just saying, like, you know, maybe you completely missed all my messages, but do get in touch. Get in touch. I'm not salty. Does that sound salty?
Nah, just a little basily.
Just a little bit. Just a wee bit.
Richie, on SUIDEX, it would be nice to see the Rat Bitcoin victory pool get some oomph to it. Once we get our revenue going, we're definitely gonna, in some of the blue chip pools in the DEX, we're definitely gonna add some capital to it.
Yeah, I think I own most of that pool, which is nice. The Rat Bitcoin victory one. That's the one I compound into that one usually. Why not get some more Bitcoin?
Yeah, I think I've got $800 or $900 in there right now.
It's noise. My connection's dying. I don't know why. Oh, there we go.
Really?
Nah, it's just China. China things. Okay, well, I guess we can call it for today.
Yeah.
I think 2 hours live. Yeah, but yeah, if anyone does know 7K though, please let me know, and I would love to get in touch with anyone. He's part of 7K Dex.
This is one from Doug. Good to have a certified arborist to help grow your trees as big as possible. Hell yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. Okay, well, thanks very much, Peter, for joining. Thanks for hosting.
Yes.
And I will see you soon. Let me know when it's time to test the Arboretum.
Arboretum.
Okay, the Arboretum. And I'm there.
And, Richie, if you don't mind, good sir, I'm gonna hit the outro and want to chat with you when the stream ends, please.
Sure.
All right, guys. Take care. See you next Thursday.